नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय Welcome all respected friends for our morning study of Shwethashwathara Upanishad. We are into the fourth chapter, the first shlokas. In the first four mantras, we were told that everything is that Paramatma only, because from him only everything came, everything goes back into him only. Therefore, everything has to be him alone. Then we are obviously supposed to do the abhyasa, the sadhana of this knowledge. Narayana. Now we'll be seeing the BADDHA, JEEVA, MUKTHA, PURUSHA difference, and also we will see in us only both JEEVA, EESHWARA are there. Very important, very crucial topic shlokas we are studying now. With Bhashyam, very, very entertaining, very informative, very inspiring. Before that, like every day, we do the Prarthana Sankalpas. Before that, we do our a little common sense thought. And before all of that, few minutes of our Veda Parayanam. Rigveda Saptama Mandala from 37th Anuvaka, we have to do the chanting. Let us see how many we can do. Om Ath Veda Parayanam Rigveda Saptama Mandalam Atha Saptatrimshat Anuvakat Arabhya Om Om Avo Vahishto Vahatusthavadhyairato Rato Vajaro Bhukshano Amruktaha Avitri Prushtai Savaneshu Somair Made Sushipra Mahavih Prunadvam Yuyam Haratnam Magavatsu Dhatta Svardrusha Rubhukshano Amruktam Sam Yagneshu Swadhavantaha Pibadvam Vinoradham Simatibhir Nayadayadvam Uochita I Maghavandeshnam Maho Arbhasya Vasuno Vibhage Ubhate Purna Vasunagavastina Sunruta Niyamate Vasavya Tvamindrasvaya Bhuksha Vajona Sadurastame Shrukva Vayannute Dashvam Sahasyam Brahma Krunvanto Harivo Vasishthah Sanitasi Pravato Dashushe Chidyabhirvivesho Haryashwadhibhihi Pavanmanute Yujyabhirote Kadana Indra Raya Adashasyehe Vasayaseva Vedanastvam Nah Kadana Indra Vachaso Bubodaha Astam Tatyadhiyarayim Suveram Bruksho No Arvanyuhita Vaji Abhiyan Deve Nirrutishdishe Nakshanta Indram Sharada Subrukshaha Upatri Bandhur Jaradashti Metya Svaveshamyam Krunavantamartha Anoradham Sisavitah Savadhya Arayo Yantu Parvatasya Ratau Sadano Divya Payuh Sishaktu Yoyam Bhata Swasti Vesadanaha 38 Udushya Devah Savitaya Yama Hiranyai Mamatim Yamam Shishreta Nunam Bhago Havyo Manushe Bhirvi Yoratna Puru Vasurdadate Udutishta Savitah Shrutyasya Hiranyapane Prabhuta Vrutasya Yurvim Prithvi Mamatim Sujana Anrubhyo Martabhojanam Suvanaha Apishtutas Savita Devo Astuyama Chidvishve Vasavo Grunante Sanastoman Namasyashchano Dhadvishvebi Patu Payubhirnisuren Abhiyan Devyatitir Grunati Savan Devasya Saviturjushana अविश्रमाजो वरुणो गृणन्त्यभिमित्रासो अर्यमा सजोषाः अभियेमितो वनुषस्तपन्ते रातिन्दिवो रातिशादः पृथिव्याः अहिर्बुध्न्य उत न शृणोतु वरु त्र्येकधेनुभिर्निपातो अनुतन्नो जास्पतिर्मंसीष्टरत्नं देवस्य सवितुर्यानः भगमुग्रो वसेहो जोहवीति भगमनुग्रो अतयाति रत्नम् शन्नो भवन्तु वाजिनो हवेषु देवतातामितद्रवस्वर्गाः जम्भयन्तो हि वृकन् रक्षांसि सनेम्यस्मद्युयवन्नमीवाः वाजे वाजेवत वाजिनो नोदनेषु विप्रा अमृतारुतज्ञाः अस्य मध्वः पिबत मादयद्वन्तृप्तायात पतिभिर्देवयानैः 39 ऊर्ध्वो अग्निः सुमतिं वस्वो अश्रेत् प्रतीचि जोर्निर्देवतातिमेति भेजाते अद्रिरत्येव पन्थामृतं होतान इषितो यजाते प्रभावृते सुप्रया बर्हिरेषामा विशस्पतिव विरीरिट इयाते विषामक्तो रुषसः पूर्वहूतौ वायुः पूषा स्वस्तये नियुत्वान् स्मया अत्र वसवो रन्त देवा उरावन्तरिक्षे मज्जयन्त शुभ्राः अर्वाक्पथ उरुज्रयः कृणुध्वं श्रोता दूतस्य जग्मुषो नो अस्य ते हि यज्ञेषु यज्ञिया सौमाः सदस्तं विश्वे अभिसन्ति देवाः ता अध्वर उशतो यक्ष्यग्ने सृष्टिभगं नासत्या पुरन्धिम् अग्ने गिरो दिवा पृथिव्या मित्रं वह वरुणमिन्द्रमग्निम् अर्यमणमदितिं विष्णुमेषाम् नारायण सरस्वती मरुतो मादयन्ताम् ररे हव्यम् अतिभिर्यज्ञियानां नक्षत्कामं मर्त्यानामसिन्वन् धातारयिमविदस्यं सदासां सक्षीमहि युज्येभिर्नुदेवैः नूरोदसी अभिष्टुते वसिष्ठैर्हृतावानो वरुणो मित्रो अग्निः यच्छन्तु चन्द्रा उपमं नो अर्कं यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः 40 ॐ सृष्टिर्विदध्या समेतो प्रतिस्तोमं दधीमहि तुराणां यदद्य देवः सविता सुवाति स्यामास्य रतिन्नो रत्निनो विभागे मित्रस्तन्नो वरुणो रोदसी च द्युभक्तमिन्द्रो अर्यमा ददातो दिदेष्टु देव्यदितिरेक्नो वायुश्च यन्नियुवैते वगश्च सेदुग्रो अस्तु मरुतन् स शुष्मीयं मर्त्यं वृषदश्वा अवाथ उदेमग्निः सरस्वती जुनन्ति न तस्य राय पर्येतास्ते अयं हि नेता वरुणऋतस्य मित्रो राजानो अर्यमा पोधुः सुहवा देव्यदितिरसार्वे रनर्वाते नो अंहो अति पर्षन्नरिष्टान् अस्य देवस्य मीडुषो वया विष्णोरेशस्य प्रभृते हविर्भिः विदेहि रुद्रो रुद्रियं महित्वं यासिष्ठं वर्तिरश्विना विरावत् मात्रपूषन्नागृणजिरस्यो हिरस्यो वरोत्री यद्रातिशाचश्चरासन् मयो भुवो नो अर्वन्तो निपान्तु वृष्टिं वरिङ्मा वातो ददातु नो रोदसी अभिष्टुते वसिष्ठैर्हृतावा नो वरुणो मित्रो अग्निः यच्छन्तु चन्द्रा उपमन्नो अर्कं यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Right, friends, Vedic chanting is done, and in our common sense thought, these few things keep in mind, some 7-8 things We just mention them, and you are well informed so far to be able to catch what is meant. First and foremost is become aware of our own mind and its own thoughts. Get into that habit or practice as soon as possible. We have already delayed in it. In Adhyatmika Jivana, all is by the mind, on the mind, for setting right the mind, for using the mind, for transcending the mind. Therefore, minding the mind is the first sadhana, never minding the mind is the last sadhana. So, the first is become aware of our own mind and the thoughts in it. Try to develop that habit of always. First point set. Second point is this mind tries to enter into the nidra avastha or laya avastha for very many reasons. Any number of reasons that are there. Maybe it is tired or exhausted, or no work is given to that, or too much of food consumed, food is not digested. So many are the reasons because of which the mind enters into nidra laya avastha, or mind remains in a non-thinking mode. Non-thinking mode. Even now, when we close the eyes and see our mind, it is in the nidra avastha only. A little slumberous, little woken up just to register what is being informed by the ears from what we are listening from outside. And like people sometime in a sleepy mood on the bed or on sofa, some calling bell or a phone bell, very rarely they listen. Somehow they respond to it. हाँ कौन है अच्छा आप भी सो जाओ मैं भी सो जा That is called as the Nidrana Sthiti, example for the Nidrana Sthiti of the Mana. Now remember that mind, which is in that Nidra Avastha mood, can it be utilized for any of the works or sadhanas? Think. Therefore, waking up that mind becomes our second sadhana. Waking up that mind from entering into the non-thinking mode of sleep. बस ऐसे पत्थर की तरह है माइंड isn't it? पत्थर की तरह नहीं होना है माइंड Mind should be awakened, utilized, transcended. Right? This is the second one. Think about it, you will get an idea. Third one is the same mind when wakes up from that Nidrana sthiti, then all the vasanas start becoming dynamic, powerful, wanting to express. They push the mind to run hither and thither in so many things, so many thoughts. These are all vasanas wanting to express. In that expression of vasanas, in the mind as the thoughts, rarely 5 to 10% are required, useful. 90% are just expression of vasanas. Like, for example, your mind is awake now, not in Nidrana sthiti. With this awake mind, what we have to do is listen to this class. But other than listening to the class, so many other thoughts which are not required now, and some of them not required ever. Are they gurgling or not? like what breakfast had to be made, or what about the other things of the day to be done, whom to meet, what is the work that's pending. Yesterday I promised somebody, today I have to meet them. And if we are in the awakened avastha, so many of these thoughts come. That is called is the mind in distraction. Mind is in vikshepa sthiti. Now, is that mind which is in vikshepa sthiti useful for our works and sadhanas? Dekho. Therefore, the third inevitable sadhana to be understood and consciously done is to bring the mind from the vikshipta sthiti to the ekagra sthiti. So, becoming aware of the mind, first thought, first sadhana, second, from sleeping to waking up it, becoming waking it up, nidrana sthiti say, to the awareness level we have to bring it. Second, third one is it runs hither and thither. It's called as kshiptata, mind being thrown. Is that mind thrown into only one direction of thoughts? Hundreds and thousands. Those hundreds and thousands are called vikshipta. Thrown out of our control is kshiptata. Thrown out of our control into hundreds of vividha channels is called vikshipta. And see, in a moment, in a half minute time, 15 seconds time, how many things the mind thinks about. If it is awake, if nidran mein to laziness, don't take the lazy mind to be spiritual mind. Biggest mistake we do. Spiritual mind is fully awakened mind, alert mind, dynamic mind, conscious mind, not in nidrana mana. दोनों एक ही तरह लगते हैं. In the waking mind, fully awakened mind, no thoughts, but still we are aware of it. In the nidrana mana, no thoughts, but we are not aware of mind also. It is gone into sleep. Okay, so from the kshipta vikshipta, the mana has to be brought into ekagrata. Every of the sadhanas, mainly the upasana japa sadhana, mainly japa, helps a lot in achieving these two. Awakening the mind from going into laya nidravastha, making the mind ekagra from the vikshiptata. For achieving it, we have to do japa. Doing japa is not important. Doing japa for what purpose? That spashtata is important. And to achieve that purpose, we do it. If the purpose is not known, then what we do is a waste of time. Everything, right from birth up to death, everything has a purpose. Not known, therefore, things are happening without any help done to us. Going to school, going to college, if the purpose is not clear, we are just vaguely doing because nothing to do or somebody is forcing us. Why get married? Purpose should be pakka. Not the purpose which we think, but the purpose for which it is prescribed. Having children, the purpose. Job, naukari, purpose, earning the money. Everything should be very clear in our understanding the purpose of it. Spashta rupena. Then only there is a joy in doing and achieving, etc. So here also, japa sadhana we do. For what purpose? This one. Upasana we do. For what purpose? This one. Bhajana, in North India, that bhajanas are done in the night and they call it as Jagrata, awakening. But that Jagrata they do they loudly that it becomes a Vikshipta also for all the people around. है ना? That's why if the Jagrata doing bhajanakara, if he is intelligent, he will start with such bhajans which really wake up from the sleep, two or three or four. Then he should sing sabhajans which bring mind into single pointedness. And lastly, he should sing three, four bhajans by which the mind of all audience should be tuned to the Devi Ma or whoever the Lord, whose Jagrata we are doing. It is not Jagrata of the Ma. She never sleeps. It is our Jagrata to the experience of Ma in our heart, isn't it? So that bhajana, stotra parayana, japa, upasana, which have to be such a very important ingredients of not once a day in our day, every day, once a day in our life, continuous. Once a day, nahi, all the time, whenever it is required, all the time they are required. This is the third sadhana. First, become aware of mind, which itself takes few months of practice. Second, being aware that it is going to nidrana sthiti, wake it up. Third, being aware that it is going into kshipta vikshipta, then bring it to single pointed. Therefore, what we have now, awakened single pointed mind. With that awakened single pointed mind, the first thing to be done, the fourth point, is what? Fulfill all those duties in a karma yoga spirit so beautifully, so joyfully, and with full commitment, with all the responsibility taken up. Enjoy it. Whatever the works, no comparison with others, what work the Lord has prescribed us, Shruti Mata has prescribed us, our profession demands, our identities demand. Just enjoy doing them with this ekagramana as well as awakened mana. With phalapeksha, if we do, then phala will come, but then it is a samsara. Phalapeksha rahita we should do. That becomes karma yoga. What is difficulty in understanding this? Like becoming aware as early morning we get up and doing these two sadhanas, bringing the mind into concentration, awakening, and then these are my duties to be done today. Do them. What is difficulty in this? Think. It's difficulty because we have never tried. We are lazy. We are in Nidrana sthiti. Fourth one is this one. Fifth one is what? With the same mind, try to do the Vritti Nirodha sadhana of yoga, of Yama Niyama or Tapaswadhyayeshwara Pranidhana or Abhyasa Vairagya to remove the roots of the thoughts called as the samskaras, kleshas, vasanas. है ना? There avidya, smita, raga, dvesha, vinivesha, rupi, klesha, or all the samskaras which are projecting or throwing continuously the thoughts, उसको रिमूव करने वाला यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधि. This should be the fifth sadhana to be done. Note down which time to give for this sadhana. All of that you decide depending on your convenience, busy schedule, your outer duties. Each one has different role no to play. So generalize can't be done. Can't be generalized. One thing can be done. Said कि मॉर्निंग उठ के 3 साढ़े 3 4 5 से वो 2 3 घंटे मैक्सिमम चीज कर सकते है ना. कर्म योगा तो यू हैव टू डू इन द आउटर वर्ल्ड, बट दिस चित्तवृत्ति निरोधात्मक yoga तो we can try. Few days when we do, ideas start coming. Okay, awakening, sorry, awareness, awakening, single pointed, finish the duties, Vritti Nirodhatmaka Panchama Sadhana. Then what is the Shashta one? Naturally, with that Ekagra Mana, awakened Mana, do the Aradhana of our Ishta Devata Ishvara. So that we establish very good rapport relation with him with which one, we will not be isolated, lonely. Because everybody other than Paramatma leaves us and go. Or we have them, we only have to leave. It is inevitable. Then we feel lonely. Then how to avoid it? The company of the Lord, which is permanent. Second is tuning to Him, making Him happy with our these upasana sadhanas. We can get the manovanchita from Him. Is not all our Bhakti Shastras, Stotras talk about this? Today we will see in our Tulsi Ramayana, after doing a wonderful stuti of Lord Rama, Sanakadi Muni will ask Lord Rama, Devu Anapayani Bhakti. That bhakti which is consistent, constant, not forgotten even a moment, like that of Gopikas. Tadarpita kilacharata tad vismarane parama vyakulata. Think about it. Sixth sadhana is that. Very beautiful, very powerful. And all of them are done by the awakened single pointed mind. For awakening single, making mind single point, also we have to do same sadhanas. With awakened single pointed mind, again what we have to do, this or this only. Every day for some time these things to be done. Now naturally there comes the last one, the seventh one is with the same mind awakened, single pointed, finished its duties, the sanskaras eliminated, tuned to the Bhagavan, got his blessings. Such Manabuddhi now should engage in the Upanishad, Shravana from our Acharyas, then Upanishad Grantha, Adhyayana, then Upanishad Ukta, Jnana, Manana, Chintana. Mainly in the Upanishads, the Atma Swarupa is explained, Atma Anatma Viveka is explained, Anatma Swarupa is explained, Maya Adi are explained. They have to be contemplated. In that, the Anatma is known to reject. The Maya is known to be careful about. The Brahman has to be known to identify with. बस हो गया काम. So simple, 7 things. Make it simple in understanding, not to be very worried, made it complicated and feel heavy load of adhyatmikata. Therefore, I cannot understand, I cannot do, I am leaving it, I am going. These are the things happen because the gurus, acharyas whom we get are that way they teach. Those who make it simple, we are the lucky ones if we have them. And even if they speak in whatever the style they speak, we also can be intelligent. We also have to be intelligent. To apply ourselves, grasp the things, make it easy. The biggest thing in life is taking something to be difficult. Therefore, we don't do it, especially the positive things. For us, everything is difficult. उठो difficult, पूजा करो difficult. उसके लिए मंदिर से बाहर से फूल लेके आओ वो भी difficult. I know everything is difficult only for us. Go to satsang, difficult. But get a book, buy a Upanishad book, that's a difficult. Open it, be ready. No, if you feel that way, everything is difficult. What can we do? What can the Lord do? How much more easy He can make. That आप अपने घर में ही बैठकर just on put on the laptop or cell phone that you are able to listen to Upanishads. How much more easier than this the Lord can make. And he can't do the other things of buying a book for you, making you sit and get a pen and paper for you and do that. वो भी आपको सर्वेंट्स है, उनके रूप में भी भगवान ही है. ठीक है भैया. This is the sixth sadhana, seventh sadhana we have to do. Sadhana saptakam. So, aware of the mind, awakening the mind, single pointed mind, Karma Yoga finished, Ashtanga Yoga finished, Bhakti Sadhana done, Tattva Chintana done. Every day they have to be done. Lage raho till the fulfillment of each one happens. Correct? Then the Karma Yoga onwards, one by one sadhana, when they give their result, they can be transcended. Their time given to them can be reduced. The maximum time we can go on giving if we become qualified to the last one of Vedanta Vakyeshu Sadharamantaha. Upanishad said the Atma Swarupa to be like this. That Lakshana Yukta Atman is me. Let me reach out to it. Let me realize it. Let me establish in it. In this way, we have to give time more and more for that. Seven sadhanas. Now, last one, eighth one is what? While doing all this, what is the obstacle? Only one thing, that the things and beings. That's all. Situations, happenings. Mind you, all of them, where are they? Not on our head, no? The wife never sits on your head. Children never sit on your head or in lap. They are in your own mind. The government doesn't come and sit in your lap. The situations won't sit. They're all in the minds in the form of thoughts only. Outside dharmas anyway we are doing, no? वो तो हो गया from our side what we have to do. Other than that, our in the mind the importance given to these things, knowing that they are mere thought projections. More than that, they don't have the reality. With these thoughts, those obstacles we have to remove. Many other reasons you can use, which are at lower level. That my main goal is spiritual realization. None of these things and beings are goals to me. I may be having some duties, obligations towards them. I am doing them. And nobody goes permanently with me, nor my being with them go helping me spiritually, nor helping them also. ये मन में ही ऐसा विचार प्रतिपक्ष भावना करने से the value importance given, the undue value importance given to both the things and beings healthily goes away. Like for me, when I meet you or when I am in the class, you are so sacred to me because you are the audience listening. So I value you, respect you, and do my duty towards you of doing this satsang. After that, after that, what is your value to me? Whenever your thought comes to me, I should say that this thought is nothing but Paramatma only. This person is nothing but Paramatma only. In this way, everything Paramatma ऐसा कहते हुए healthily we can disown all the thoughts regarding things and beings. Before that, know that they are in the mind only, not really either in front of us or in our lap. That we have to value it so much, not required. Best way you want to value anybody is Sarvam Bhagavad Swarupam. Be best, and it's a fact also. Bhagavan in this form, Bhagavan in that form. If you feel with Pratibhaksha Bhavana to reject is not enjoyable to you, you can do it. है ना? Like people like us who have taken sannyas, हमको तो we can just reject everything. अरे सब माँ बाप को छोड़ के आए, how can we value anyone? In that way, to disturb our mind. But outside we respect everyone as duly it is to be done. ये तो simple common sense है ना? That is शिष्टाचार. That's simple. That purity of the heart is there. That Panditaha Samadarshinaha, the Jnani sees the divinity in everybody. That's common for any knowledgeable person. But the other things, the samsara lampata is not. But for those who have this still, at least during the sadhana kala, they can do the practice of this. नहीं तो क्या होगा? The thoughts regarding people and the objects will distract us so much that the sacred job of these 7 steps we will not be able to do, isn't it? It's very simple. We are not fighting with anyone, nor rejecting anyone, nor getting separated from anyone outside. Outside samsara vyavahara, even if you want to run away, you can't. That's prarabdha. What we are learning the art is inside, and it is a healthy practice. There's no ill feeling about anybody, anything. Like when you come into my mind, what is the ill feeling I have towards you? I don't have. I only respectfully say, Mr. So and so, I am meditating on the Lord. Now your thought will be later on when I meet you. This is how it is. नहीं तो क्या होगा? In a second's time, somebody's thought will come in our mind, and our relation with that person, our experiences with that person of good, bad, better, we get lost in it with all our emotions, with all our raga, dveshadi thoughts. अब इसने बहाव में चले गए, then where is the contemplation on the reality? How can we expect ourselves even to remember the Upanishad mantras and their meaning? So much weak we are in our mind. This is called weakness of mind only, isn't it? It's a weakness. Be strong. I am a spiritual seeker. I have to know the truth. I have to contemplate on the truth. I must focus on that only for that purpose. Now these thoughts are coming. We are not fighting with people outside. We are rejecting our thoughts in our mind regarding those people because they are not required that time. Anna, like I am sitting to do the Krishna Dhyana. Suddenly somebody I remember. Now, should I respect that person whom I have remembered now? Or should I reject that person and do the job for which I am sitting? That is Krishna Dhyanam. इतना ही फर्क. कृष्ण भगवान के ध्यान में बैठे हो और कोई बंदा आ रहा है तो उनको भैया तुम बाद में आओ कहने के लिए why should we feel sentimental, emotional? That's the problem. We become more obliged to that person than our Krishna, to that person than our Guru, to that person more than our own Tattva Chintana. This is where we go wrong. We are insulting ourselves, our Adhyatmic sadhana, our goal, and the truth. This we have to recognize it. So we have to respect these first. Na? Not anything or being who are temporary, who have only relative relation with us, not absolute. And while saying this, there is no feeling of hatred or anything to them. They're all sacred. They're all expression of divine. But they have their place at the other time. But now I am sadhaka. Now I am doing the sadhana. अब ये क्लैरिटी नहीं होता तो जब कभी आप साधना में बैठोगे तभी somebody or something or the come and seated physically but mentally gone. In this way, for thousands of years we sit and contemplate on things, beings only, not on the truth. Or none of these sadhanas can be done, isn't it? Think about it. So, this is the 8th one in which we may raise a question or problem. While doing all this, when the thoughts about things and beings come, what we have to do? They are not required that time. Therefore, respectfully उनको कह दो बाद में. How, why those thoughts come? Because of vasanas, because of samskaras, because of sankalpas. है ना? लाइक मुझे एक संकल्प हुआ कि आपके साथ बैठ के बढ़िया सा भोजन करें. इट्स ओनली संकल्प. दैट कम्स इन द माइंड व्हेन आई सिट फॉर मेडिटेशन. अब जो करना है करो. यू आर समवेयर इन अदर पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री, आई एम हियर. ये तो मुमकिन तो है नहीं ना अभी. देन व्हाई एंटरटेन दैट थॉट? देन वी फील इमोशनल. स्वामी जी मजा आता है, साथ में बैठे हैं, आप ही खाना बना रहे हो, आप ही परोस रहे हो, आप ही खिला रहे हो, हम खा के सो रहे. You understand? These called emotions, which are not required. We are victims of our wrong thinkings. We are victims of justifying them with our emotions. Who's doing it? Myself. Nobody is there outside. Like in my mind, when I fight with somebody's thought, that person even doesn't know that his thought is there in my mind. है ना? सोचो. So in this way, other than sadhana, any other thoughts, itna hi nahi. I just told about things and beings, but any other projects, any other things that are happening in the world. So they go on happening. What you have to respond to them when you are not on the seat of meditation, do it. But when you are in the sadhana kala, we are talking about the sadhana kala. You can't attend all of them, no? वो आते हैं thoughts. अरे पहलगाम में इतना सारा हादसा हुआ है. Isn't it? No, go there and help. No, I can't. Then sit and meditate. No, in the meditation, those thoughts are coming. You should be able to keep them away. They are not required now. Yes, something happened. Somebody is doing something. We'll also do what we have to do. But now our job is to do our sadhana. Example, my dear. Isn't it? This is how the Desha, Kala, Vastu, Vyakti, Paristhiti, Anubhuti, all of them are nothing but thoughts born out of vasanas, overpower us, drag all our attention. That is why none of the Saguna sadhanas, Nirguna sadhanas, we are able to do effectively. Even और एक बात है कहने से आप बहुत बुरा मानोगे, मुझे गाली भी दोगे, वो ये है कि forget about attentively doing the Saguna and Nirguna sadhanas. But what is that sadhana also we are not clear. With all our so many years listening, that much we are distracted in the world of things and beings. Anyway outside, also when we sit for sadhana or class. नाम के वास्ते बैठते हैं, पर मन पूरा दुनियादारी में ही घूमता है. This is what we are talking. The eighth point, how to curtail it or arrest it, etc. One idea is given. Any idea which works is good. Think. So 8 things we have discussed, though we named it as common sense thought, but इसमें तो entire आध्यात्मिक sadhanas 8 steps are told. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैर्मे गुरुभिः पूर्वं वदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो. द्रुतमेव विधेहि कृपां सहजां भव शङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातनधर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्धस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिसमस्त मन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयभू भागादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयागसाधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययम् निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। प्लीज चैंट फ्रॉम 6 to 10। ॐ द्वासुपर्णा सयुजा सखाय समानं वृक्षं परिषस्व जाते तयोरन्यः पिप्पलं स्वादु अत्ति अनश्नन्नन्यो अभिचाकशीति समाने वृक्षे पुरुषो निमग्नः अनीशया शोचति मुह्यमानः जुष्टं यदा पश्यति अन्यमीशम् अस्य महिमानमिति वीतशोकः रुचो अक्षरे परमे व्योमन् यस्मिन् देवा अधिविश्वे निषेदुः यस्तं न वेद किं रुचा करिष्यति य इत्तद्विदुस्त इमे समासते छन्दांसि यज्ञाः क्रतवो व्रतानि भूतं भव्यं यच्च वेदा वदन्ति आत्मन् अस्मान् मायी सृजते विश्वमेतत् तस्मिंश्चान्यो मायया सन्निरुद्धः मायां तु प्रकृतिं विद्यात् मायिनं च महेश्वरम् तस्यावयवभूतैस्तु व्याप्तं सर्वमिदं जगत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Friends, sacred, beautiful shlokas, all of them are. See, the first mantra was what? कि यह एकः अवर्णः बहुधा शक्ति योगात् वर्णान् अनेकान् निहितार्थः दधाति। One supreme Brahman alone with one Maya Shakti which can express as many functional ways. He himself is expressing as very many varnas without any purpose. Nihitartha. Vichaiticha ante. He alone keeps on dissolving each one of them retail when their work is over and all of them wholesale when he wants to relax. That's called Mahapradeva. That is called Vichaiticha ante. Like when you are in kitchen cooking the food, तो जब वो छिलका निकालना है वो छिलका निकालने वाला यूज करते हो। उसका हो गया तो यू डोंट होल्ड इट, नो, उसका हो गया वो निकाल दी। फिर अभी सब्जी काटना है विद द चाकू, तो यू कट इट, देयर आफ्टर द चॉपर द कटर, दैट्स वर्क इज ओवर, नो, उसका अंत हो गया उस दिन के लिए। But the whole food is done, now everything is put on dining table, the total kitchen work is closed. That's called complete wholesale antakala. In the same way, throughout the day, one by one work we keep on accomplishing and completing, accomplishing. All of them are concluded, including the light is put off night when we sleep. सारा सबका अंतकाल हो गया उस दिन. Nothing of the Jagrata Avastha things we do. No cell phone, no TV, no sports, no people, no cooking, no food eating, no talking, no official work. Antakal. Intakal. Antakal. Isn't it? Bhagavan also, Vichaiti Chante. Then Vishwam. Vichaiti Chante Vishwam. Then prayer is Sahadevaha, that Lord, Shubhaya Buddhya, with that Shubha Buddhi Samyunaktu. And what is the Shubha Buddhi? Knowing the Paramatma transcendental, knowing the Paramatma immanent, in the immanent level, what is our role in the world, and transcendentally, how to identify ourselves with that one reality. The spashtata regarding all of that is called is the Shubhaya Buddhya. Give me that Shubha Buddhi. Done? Then in the next mantra, because he is the creator of everything and because everything is going back into him, therefore, in between also, whenever they are all sin, they are all not only from him, but they are all him only. You know, the pots have come from the mud. Is the truth, but the lower level truth. The higher level is what? Every pot is nothing but mud. That's what in common sense thought also we said in that eighth point. When the things and beings come in our mind as thoughts, all of them are Paramatma. So that is being spoken here. How? Tadevagnihi tadadityah tadvayuhu taduchandramaha tadeva shukram tadbrahma tadapaha tad prajapati. See? With the practice of all these being Paramatma, then we come to the level of human beings. Ola jato bhavasi vishwato mukha means all living beings are you only. Om. All human beings are you only first. Now, next one, all living beings are you. Which are they? Neela Patango Harito Lohitakshaha Tadin Garvaha Urtavaha Samudraha Anadimatvam Vibhutvena Vartase Yato Jatani Bhuvanani Vishwa. Even Neela Patangaha Haritha Lohitaksha. Neela Patang is Brahmara, Haritha Lohitaksha is Parrot, etc. All of them, Girayaha, Samudraha, Tadid Garbhaha, Rutavaha, all of that is you only. Then, Yasmatvam eva sarvasya atmabhutaha. Because you are the self of everyone, the tasmat anadihi tvameva. You are the anadi. Then, tvameva adyanta shunyaha. Then, tvameva vibhutvena vyapakatvena vartase yataha jatani bhuvanani vishwani. So, one absolute truth with his power expressing and dissolving the whole universe. That truth is there in our own heart. Very deep, very subtle. That we have to apprehend, achieve, reach to. That's the purpose of our internal sadhana. Start doing the internal sadhana. And internal sadhana means going inner and inner, deep into our own self. Now, the next one is Idanim Teja of Anna Lakshanam Prakritim Chandogya Upanishad Prasiddham Ajarupa Kalpanaya Darshayat. Ajarupa. Aja is a Bakri actually. But the Ajaka means, Aja means Pashu, which is in the control of the Ishvara. Aja means Janmadirahita, yesterday Visa. Now, In this mantra, how wonderful it is. The three things are said with the same word. Aja, Ajaha, Ajaha. One Aja is Maya. And with Maya, the three gunas, how it creates or manifests the entire world. Second Aja is the Baddha Jiva, who gets caught up in this. Third Aja is Mukta Jiva, who is freed from this. So Ajam Ekam Loita Shukla Krishnam Bhakvihi Prajaha Sujamanam Sarupaha Ajo hi Ekaha Jushamana Anushet. So Ekaha Ajaha Ajam Jushamana Anushet. Ekaha Ajaha, one Jivaha, or when we are at the Ajaha Jiva level, Jushamanaha, enjoying, reveling, Ajam, this Mayam, Anushete, stay in this Upadhis only. That Aja is explained. Lohita Shukla Krishna and Sarupaha Srujamana. Bhakhi Prajaha Sarupaha Prajaha Srujamana. Okay, Lohita Shukla Krishna and Bhakhi Prajaha Srujamana Sarupa. These are the explanations or the Visheshanas of the Aja. ऐसे वाले अजा को एक अजह वन जीवा what is doing जुषमाणः अनुषेध giving value to it, giving importance to it, indulging in it, embracing it, enjoying in it. He is only there at the level of upadhi. Jushamanaha Anushet. We'll study this with Bhashyam. What about the other one? Jahati enam mukta bhoga. Anna. The other one just gives up. This Aja, which is Lohita Shukla Krishna, which is doing Sarupaha Bhavi Prajaha Sujamana, that Maya and Maya Karyam ko, the other one is Jahati, he just gave up. And he is Jivan Mukta. Sadhaka and became Jivan Mukta. Why? Because when this Aja is given up, the Maya, the self is realized. Realization of self is Mokta, Moksha. So how he gives up Bhukta Bhogam. See the beautiful explanation. This comes in Bhagavata also. Na? How the world has to be given up or is given up by the Vivekis. Bhukta Bhogaha Tyakta Doshaha. Then two more words there Bhagavata Acharya uses. Bhukta Bhoga Tyakta Dosha. Like when the banana is eaten, what is our attitude toward the skin? Of the banana, not our skin. Give it to the chemist, उसके साथ वो साबुन बना के banana skin made साबुन, papaya skin made साबुन करके with all the kachra you gave, he makes a beautiful soap by adding all chemicals and sells you for 200 rupees. है कि नहीं? But otherwise it is the main banana is eaten, therefore bhukta bhoga. Now this kela is if you chilka is if you eat it is this dosha yukta. It's for tekta dosha. So to our goal is Brahman, like the kela, the fruit. And this Maya is the chilka of it. When we are aiming at eating the fruit, peel away the skin and give it to somebody. You don't eat. Why the sadhu sannyasis give up everything? Because they are aiming at eating the fruit. And we all ask them, chilka de do, and they give and we take and we get stomachache. Anything other than Brahman is only the chilka or gutli. There's some people very fond of gutli and chilka. पूरा फल अंदर का निकाल के सबको देकर प्लेट में अलग लगा लेते हैं अपने छिलका और गुठली और उसको खाते दे आर लाइक दैट खाना भी जब बनता है चावल कभी कभी यू नो वो नीचे चावल जल गया हमारा with all the respect ऊपर वाला खाना he gives to the wife and नीचे जला हुआ he eats. He is like that. Who can do what? And we all are like that. We eat only the chilka outside. ये ऊपर वाला अजः एकः जुषमाणः अनुशेते जहाति एनां भुक्तभोगाम अन्यः अजः. The other Jivan Mukta just kicks away all this nautanki of the Maya. He knows that can never have any reality, existence, ability without the Brahman. And Brahman is reality. If at all there is any bliss and freedom, it is in him only. The happiness and freedom in the objects is imaginary. Therefore, instead of happiness, the misery, instead of freedom, the bondage. Continuously we are experiencing in the world, in this aja, in the Maya. Are we not doing same thing every day? If we are freed, if we are infinitely blissful, same thing we should not do again, and other things also we should not do. But are we not doing the same thing every day? What is the meaning of it? The meaning of it is yesterday it has not given me the infinite bliss. That's why today I am also seeking the same. And I am bound by it. So instead of ananda, it is giving only dukkha. Instead of the mukti, it's only giving bandhana. ये हम समझ नहीं पा रहे. That's called delusion. We have become habitually involving in the nonsense. They are called vasanas. I know these technical words of moha, vasana, we should be able to understand easily. And what is the understanding is what we are doing throughout the day is that only. वासनाओं के कारण मोहित होकर वही काम बार बार कर रहे हैं, मजबूरन कर रहे हैं. मजबूरी बाहर का नहीं है, प्लीज अंदर का. That's called vasana. And what we are getting is little pleasure, not the ananda. The heart is seeking ananda and we are giving it the pleasure. That also very temporary. See the powerful shloka, na? अजाम एकाम लोहित शुक्ल कृष्णाम बह्वी प्रजाः सुज्यमानां स्वरूपा सुज्यमानां स्वरूपाः अजो हेको जुषमाणोनुष्येते जहादेनां भुक्तभोगाम अजः अन्यः एनां भुक्तभोगाम अन्यः अजः जहाति एक अजः जुषमाणः अनुष्येत ए अजाम. Which aja? This one. So aja is word for Maya. Aja is for the Baddha Jiva. Ajaha is the Baddha Jiva. Another ajaha for the Mukta. Baddha ajaha is holding on to the Maya. Mukta aja is Jahati. And we explained yesterday, the self is ajaha unborn, and the Jiva is ajaha unborn. The Maya is also ajaha unborn. The Brahman also is ajaha. See this knowledge when in the initial days कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता था. But you maintain your regularity, consistency, at least little thought starts opening up. थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा. No, continue करो तो वो आज जो नहीं आ रहा समझ में, that also you'll be able to understand. Give up, even this also forget. Back to the same world taken as reality, involving in it 100% like a पक्का professional संसार. उसमें से उबर कर ही यहाँ आए ना, after so many lives of struggle, etc. Isn't it? With how much of difficulty one has got visa, passport to go to US. Why will he come back? इतना मौजा मस्ती वहां मिल रहा है. Enjoyments, na? So in the same way, when we come to this level of attending classes, grasping little bit, leave it and go back is not a wise thing. Work, struggle, and evolve. This is the way we have to think for ourselves. Now, this mantra with the bhashyam is, if I touch it, it will take a lot of time. Ajam ekam iti. Ajam prakrutim. Lohita shukla krishnam teja up anna lakshanam. Bahvihi prajaha sujamanam utpadayantim. Dhyana yoganugata drustam, which is in the Te Dhyana yoganugata, which was explained in the form of the Nadi as well as Chakra in this very Upanishad. देवात्मशक्ति व स्वरूपाः समान आकाराः. This what is explanation about Ajamekam Lohita Shukla Krishnam Vahi Prajar Sujamanam Sarupa. Then Ajahi Ekaha, who is he? Vijnana Atma. Who is he? Anadi Kama Karma Vinashitaha. Swayam Atmanam Manyamanaha. Jushamanaha. Sevamanaha. Anushete Bhajate. Is Maya ko. What about the other? Anyaha Acharya Upadesha. From the Acharyas having taught Acharya Upadesha, Prakasha Avasadita. From the Upadesha, he got the Prakasha, the Jnana. With that Avasadana, the destruction happened. Of what? Avidya Andakaraha. The one whose darkness of ignorance has gone away. Jahati, Tyajati. This Maya ko chhod deta hai. Then he realizes the self. Isn't it? This is the Bhashyam. Of this, 10, 15, 20 minutes it will take. We'll explain tomorrow. Then the next one, Jiva Ishvara, the separation between them, the difference between them will be told. And the solution to be freed from this Jiva Bhava of limitations, Jiva Bhava of conditionings, Jiva Bhava of struggles, Jiva Bhava of frustrations, Jiva Bhava of the disappointments, that will be told to us. Very good shlokas, worthy of really consciously listening, contemplating. Right? We'll see tomorrow. This much is enough today. Enough. Ajam Prakritim. Okay. Bhashyakara says, Ajamekam, I am commenting on this mantra. Ajam means Prakriti. What is the Prakriti? Lohita Shukla Krishna. In the mantra only it is said. Ajamekam Lohita Shukla Krishna. That Lohita Shukla Krishna is explained by Bhashyakara because this mantra is referred from the Chandogya Upanishad. Chandogya Upanishad mein the Maya, the Prakriti is said to be having these three in that. Teja up Anna. अग्नि तत्व जल तत्व एंड वायु पृथ्वी तत्व उस प्रसंग में उस प्रकृति को इन तीन महाभूतों के रूप में एक्सप्लेन किया. डोंट फाइट अबाउट वेयर इज द वायु गान, वेयर इज द आकाश गान, दे कैन नॉट बी सीन. उसको बाद में बात. So लोहित शुक्ल कृष्ण also means lohita rajoguna, shukla is sattva krishna is tamoguna. Here the three things, teja apa anna. Teja means fire, apa means water, anna means the prithvi. So tejo apa anna lakshanam. What is this Maya doing? Be attentive. This is what the thought. Do not miss it. Bhakvihi prajaha sujamana manam. That which is creating lot of praja. Praja means prajati. So many things it is projecting, creating. Utpadayantim. Sujamana means utpadayantim. And this Ajaha Prakriti, which is Lohita Shukla Krishna, which is Tejo Apanna Lakshana, which is creating Bahupraja, this is what was discussed in the very Upanishad in the beginning. That Bhagavan is reminding us. जो तुमने देखा ना किम कारणम ब्रह्म को तस्म जाता करके शुरू होने के बाद ये प्रश्नोत्तरी, then they discovered two things. One, everything is from Prakriti. Second, Prakriti cannot be independent. Therefore, they recognize the Purusha. Remember that he is referring. Ki dhyana yoga anugata drishtam, that which is visualized, understood in the dhyana yoga by that Brahmavadins. Brahmavadino vadanti. So ध्यान योगा अनुगत दृष्टाम वही वाला यहाँ जाते हैं. एंड उसी का क्या है? देवात्म शक्तिम स्वगुणैर निगूढ़ा. उस देवात्म शक्ति. ओके. वाह. सो दिस देवात्म शक्ति ध्यान योग में जो ब्रह्मवादिनों को दिखाई दिया है वही यहाँ अजा कहा. वही प्रकृति है, वही लोहित शुक्ल कृष्ण है, वही तेजो अपन्न लक्षण है. और व्हाट इट डज? स्वरूपाः समानाकाराः. It creates with its own trigunas the whole world. स्वरूपाः means samana akara, means अपने ही माया से बने हुए सारे चीज मायामय ही होते हैं. याद रखो. That's why the whole world is sattvic, rasic, tamasic. In Yoga Darshanam we study it very deeply. That in everything the prakritis, all three gunas are there. Among them, two are suppressed, one is predominant. This said in Gita also. है ना? Rajasattvam tamaschaiva, tamasattvam rajastatha. That's what the sloka. Sattva will be predominant, suppressing the other two at one time. Raja will be predominant, suppressing other two. Tamas will be predominant, suppressing other two. Means suppressing means they are there but dormant. Mm. Here, Devatma Shaktim va Sarupaha Samanakaraha. Up to this. Now, the Jiva is explained here. Ajo hi ekaha Vijnana Atma Anadi Kama Karma Vinashitaha Swayam Atmanam Manyamanaha Jushamanaha Sevamanaha Anushete Bhajat. This is the crucial thought in which the Jiva Bhava created, maintained by indulging in the Maya is Spashtarupena explained. It becomes a very, very important thought for you and I, which is to be told at least 4, 5, 6 times to get the clear picture, which is a very, very good use and help in which what we are right now as a Jiva, we come to an understanding, which has to be rejected and we have to realize our essential self. So when I indulge in the Ajadi Maya, I am Jiva. When I reject the Ajadi Maya, I am no more Jiva. I am the Brahman. We have seen no? Atman with Upadhi is Jiva, Jiva minus Upadhi is the self alone. The Upadhis are this Maya, Krita, all these Shariradi. Come tomorrow, we will discuss this topic. Very, very essential. And then a broad picture also you get it. The whole Prakriti is there, you are there. You can be bound in the Prakriti as a Jiva, you can kick the Prakriti and discover yourself and get liberated. Choice is yours. So simple, you see, how nice these Upanishads are. Ki sublime knowledge in a simple manner they present and give full freedom. जा ग्रेज करते जाओ अजा को और बसे रहो ऐसे उपाधि युक्त जीवा and go on to graze these things coming out of Prakriti, go on going from one loka to the other, one sharira to the other. अब चलते जाओ. You can see that पशु ना इधर घास खाती है, फिर उधर दिखती है, फिर उधर जाती है, वहां खाती है. It goes on grazing. We also are grazing. किचन में ग्रेज करते हैं खाना, हॉल में ग्रेज करते हैं टीवी, बेडरूम में ग्रेज करते हैं निद्रा, बाहर ग्रेज करते हैं दोस्त. We are only grazing like पशु. In the same way, when we die, we are sent to graze in another sharira or another loka. ऐसा करना है तो करो. No, 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 I want to realize the self, after which nothing remains to be gained. Then, tyakta, give up that ajaha. Anna? Jahati enam. Jahat means tyajati. Give it up then, realize your inner self. Who says not? See that these many years of our everyday listening brought us to a level of understanding to some extent at least what our Guru Acharya Shastras are speaking. अभी शुरुआत ही हुआ है. When we continue this way listening, our intellects will open for further understanding. That's why I appreciate those who are so regular. And I'm praying for them. And for those few people only, I also shout every day at the pitch of my voice in these classes. All the acharyas, gurus, don't speak for those masses who are not so interested. They speak for only those few who are really, what do you call, jignasus, mumukshus, those who want to know the truth. Good, we are all belonging to that category. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Parabrahmabhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Friends, join for Gita. 10 minutes, 20 minutes we'll study.